So I was in the back of the auditorium in chiropractic school, and I got the download of, I'm gonna build a community that's centered around health and healing and connection. I'll never forget in that moment, it just became so crystal clear, like this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna build, and this is what I'm gonna create, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
May 16th, 2012, I was coming off of my 4th knee surgery in a 3-year period, and I went to the doctor's office for my follow-up to come off crutches, and I was 375 pounds. My blood pressure was 160 over 100. My cholesterol was elevated. A lot of other biomarkers were out of whack. And I had a realization in that moment that I needed to change the way I was living or I was probably gonna die. I did the things that were the basics that I knew would help. And over time, I was able to transform my health and my well-being. So in a 3-year span from 2012 until 2015, I lost 150 pounds. I've sustained it for a lifetime. And I started health coaching people before I knew it was actually a real industry, before I knew it was real practice. And I fell in love with it. And then from there, it just took off. And I really dove into more of the psychology side of how do we change our health and sustain it long term. And that's how I got into becoming a board certified health coach and starting Inspire Health Coaching.
The number one thing that I've really created that stems into a lot of what I offer and give to the world is teaching people. The ability to bring people through a process of care as well as teach them. Big thing that Michael and I really have created is a community in the office. So we love to host events. We're clearly here at an immersion, being able to bring people together to help them realize that they're not alone. Because that was a big thing I saw within myself in my own healing journey was, man, am I just doing this alone? Are there other people out there who are choosing to do this? Like, how can I connect with people and not feel so alone?
So I take a psychological approach to nutrition, to fitness, to stress management, to sleep, and to making sustainable change. Because ultimately, we need to change the way that we perceive these stimuli, perceive the things that we're doing in order for them to last long term, right? A lot of people think that they just need a meal plan or a workout program or just to get some sort of information to act on, and that can work in the short term. How do we actually change the way that our body operates? How do we change our lifestyle, change our habits and our behaviors to sustaining these things long term? That's what I focus on helping people do.
So when you come into our office, it's not your traditional chiropractic experience that you might be thinking of. And not that there's anything wrong with coming in, getting adjusted and leaving, but one of the things that we really love to create at Inspire Life is the ability to connect to community and teach. Even in your session at the office, you know, if you're working with myself or Dr. Aaron, being able to have your session, and if stuff's coming up in your life, we are here to guide you and teach you. We, yes, are doctors, but we don't necessarily know everything that there is in the universe. So being able to provide resources and courses and even teaching while you come into the office. You know, Ashley, our office manager, she does a great job of teaching people, giving people resources, our podcast, but it really is more than just your traditional chiropractic session. People come in, they receive care, they learn something about their bodies that they can take into their daily life and honestly for the rest of their life.
To me, living a quality life means being able to live uninhibited and do all the things that you want to do within reason in a way that feels in alignment with your values.
When I think of quality of life mentally, it's the ability for yourself to not get in your own way. We often, in our mental consciousness, can go into stories, get in our own way, create rules, create beliefs that hold us back. And oftentimes we can blame it externally. However, what I found in the mind game space, in the mental health space, is it's us against us at the end of the day.
I think my experience and my lived story was a microcosm of a lot of what's going on in the macro. And if I can help people start to understand that their lived experience will impact other people around them lived experience, that's how we truly heal as a society.
For anyone who's looking to live an inspired life and create the life that they want, what I would share with them is just go for it. I know it's scary. I know there's going to be challenges, but trust yourself and know that you do not have to do it alone.